What's up, my millennial and Gen X family? Thank you guys for tuning in to another show. So, you thought Diddy is safe? No, this is a video where I am actually going to reveal the Fed's secret strategy, okay? From the outside, sure. It looks like the prosecutors have a problem. It looks like the charges, since they've been dropped, that Diddy may be getting off. He may be running scot-free. Okay. It seems like the headlines are saying the government's case is falling apart. But what happened if it isn't a retreat at all? If it's a calculated, sharp move to convict Diddy? The feds have spent a lot of money and they are not giving up on this case. They are simply taking their shot. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you a deep dive. That's right, on and what my insider has to say about this case, and it may very well just shock you. Stay tuned. All right, I could not let the day go by without talking about this case with you guys. Why? Because at some point we all danced to Diddy. Yeah, let's not lie about it. We all did. So let's talk about it. My returning viewers, appreciate you guys. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate and I feel the love. Those first-time viewers, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. It does help the algorithm. So this case, I admit, is a bit peculiar. Okay, we can call it the case that looks like it's crumbling, but it really isn't. On paper, it looks like a major victory for the Diddy team, right? For weeks, they've been hammering down on allegations. They've had 20 different witnesses. We've even heard about Kid Cudi's car blowing up. Then just a day before closing argument, the prosecutor tells the judge that they won't be pursuing some of those theories anymore. So people thought, all right, it looks like the prosecutors are admitting their case is weak. And for those on the outside, it may seem so. However, Diddy's lawyers jumped on this immediately, as we know, and they demanded an acquittal, right? This did not happen. Now, from a PR perspective, it's easy to spin this to make it look like the government is too ambitious and they're falling apart at this point, right? It may seem that way. However, the narrative that this case is built on, Sam, isn't true. An insider in the courtroom has also said that you may be dead wrong. The real story isn't about what they removed, but why they did it. Okay? The prosecutor's playbook is this. It's about how to win the war. This is really a classic move that, hey, even if you watch courtroom shows, you may see this kind of thing happen. They're smart, they're focused, and this is really just a legal strategy. So let's be clear, crystal clear about what's going on. No formal charges against Diddy have been dropped. He's still facing 5 main federal counts, including sex trafficking and massive racketeering conspiracy charges, okay? So what did the government get rid of? All right, let me see. They got rid of a few things that support the big racketeering charge. Okay. So let's look at it like this. Let's say you're building a house and you move exterior bricks. You're moving the exterior bricks really just to take a look at the foundation to make sure that it's extremely solid. That's what the prosecutors are doing here. Get it? Comment. Let me know if you're getting it. All right. So first off, this isn't really about the jury or anyone getting confused. The racketeering case is a beast. They're going after the RICO charge. That's the big one. They want to get the conviction on. All right. So to get this conviction, the jury has to agree that Diddy ran a criminal enterprise and that his enterprise has a pattern of illegal activity. That's all. That's what they're trying to do. Second, it's about telling a better story. The trial is basically storytelling. If you've been following, you've been tuned into the whole story. And sometimes it could be more than our ears want to hear. The prosecution wants to paint a clear, powerful picture of a man using his empire to enable and hide abuse. We've heard about the credit cards being used. We've heard about the planes. We've heard about the phones and all these kind of things. They're building it up, and that's really all they need. Okay, so this again is all about the focus. And this may be where the genius move comes in. This is chess, not checkers. The prosecution is basically telling the jury, hey, forget about the noise, some of the baby oil and all of that. Let's look at the damning evidence here. All right. They spent weeks talking to witnesses, ex-girlfriends, former employees. They talked about the freak offs and all of that, right? And some of that was pretty interesting, I must say. But by dropping the other acts, what they're doing is they're focusing on the core evidence. All right. And this is what they're doing. So, look, in conclusion, why Diddy's legal team, it may have scored a major point. It may look that way from the outside. The truth is, the prosecutors are sharpening their knives and they're getting ready to close with closing arguments that are going to be deadly. All right. The racketeering charges, the sex trafficking charges, it can simply mean a life sentence. So, by any means, is Diddy walking free next year? This isn't a retreat. All right. They came after Diddy for a reason, and it is thick. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about the case? Is Diddy going to beat the charge? All right. From my perspective, this is a brilliant legal move that the prosecutors are doing, and Diddy is in deep trouble. But I want to hear from you guys. If you appreciated the story, make sure you guys like and subscribe, comment so we can talk a little bit more. And until the next time, family, peace.